suppose that once you came on the corporate side, you were 8 years in your very first job, and then in your second job, you were for 15 years. You don't get to hear that now these days, right? So what is your secret for that?
See, by nature, I feel that we should always learn new things and do some new things. So
True.
I'm passionate of that. I can't do repetitive tasks.
Right.
That is the way. Because if it's repetitive, I get bored.
Right.
So if you ask me how it has happened, in between, I worked for 10, 11 months in Tata Infotech. That you have not said because it's so small. You are only counting about the big.
Right.
So, but if I put that, then you will understand the behavior pattern.
Right.
So when I joined this company in 1992, there I have given this much of period.
Right.
So as I mentioned you, it's very much new as IT for any organization.
Right.
So we have got one machine, one PC, and then again that with hard disk. So we used to do in 20 GB hard disk, 20 MB, sorry, 20 MB,
Yeah.
20 MB hard disk. Huh?
True.
So whosoever will see this interview, the new age people, they will not agree to it. So it's a 20 MB hard disk, and we used to do the programming, and then that is also not as a full-fledged. It's a small package.
Right.
Like now we have to do something on the sales, something on the accounting, something on the payroll.
Right.
Correct. So these are the things we have to do at that time in that type of industries. There are some of the matured industry at that time. They might go on ahead, but I'm talking about the mid-segment companies who are picking up this IT or computerization. So there I have joined, and then we have done various things in the IT. But then other things what I loved there is that I have not learned IT only
Okay.
there, but I've learned various things. I've learned the business there. That is the main thing.
True.
And I believe that IT is nothing but it's a business.
Business.
It's a totally business. Nowadays, no business can run without IT. Now we are seeing, earlier on that age, IT was just an enabler or a small department that people were doing. But that time also I've learned business that has grown me this way. That has grown me to the CIO level.
Right.
So what happened is that at that time we have done something, some small packages we have done, various or everything in the business. And being in that organization, I have handled all departments, maybe HR, about the EXIM, import export.
Right.
Correct. These departments I used to handle.
Right.
Excise. I used to go and with the excise inspector when we are doing some export. So that container needs to be sealed. So I have to got that inspector and all that things. So all things I have done. Now how I have done that? Because of that company. So when it is also in growing stage at that time. It's not a very big company. At that time it was around 100 crore company.
Okay.
60-70 crore, then it has grown to 100, 150 and all that. But when I have started, it is around 60-70 crore company.
Okay.
So it is growing, and then whenever you is not there, I have to be pitching. Reason is I have done their package, small package. To do the package, I have to learn the process. So I have learned the process, so I know that. So even if somebody is not there, so I have to fill that gap. So when I have started there, I was the only person in the IT department. At that time, it is called EDP.
Now I
Then
remember.
it was
Yes,
MIS, and now it is people are saying IT as such. So EDP has the name, and I was the only person there. Then when I have learned various things. So management says that you handle this, and also lead the team and take one person below you. So this way it has grown, and this is the part which has done other than IT. But in IT, what happens is that, as I said, there is one computer, there is an email system at that time is not a person based, it's a department based. 10 email box milega, sab log kaam karo. Correct. And then PC has said only one, so there is no networking, there is no LAN, nothing. So what I have seen or what I have done, which has kept me stick to that company is it has grown. I have gone with the LAN, that is the multiple computers and all that things. LAN, what we say. Now it is very common, but at that time LAN is very big thing.
True.
The multiple computers connecting together, all that things. Then in 92 I joined. 95, 96, we have developed ERP for that, and it's we have done homegrown with the help of the experts from outside, but it is developed inside. And at that time, my team was 6 number at that time.
Oh, okay.
6 people. We have got around 3 plants, 1 office in Mumbai at that time.
Yeah.
And we have done that particular ERP where the Sybase as a database and Power Builder as a front end what we have used. And we have done the ERP which is integrated, which has gone live in the 97 April something.
Okay.
For that, or 97 or 98, sometime it has gone live, and then we are using. So this way the new things were coming up, and when we are learning, so it is always better, and then something new comes up, it is motivating and all that thing. So I've been there, and I've learned various things there, and that has paid me. That is paying me now also.
No, true.
Now also it is paying because I know the business. That is the difference. If you talk about today is an IT guy or a technical guy, he may be saying, yeah, I'm technical, I know coding, this thing, that thing. But he doesn't know the business. So he couldn't give that justice to it.
True.
That is my take on it.
Absolutely.
But if you say this, so what I am saying is that in between, then I have left that company.
Right.
I joined Tata Infotech. So this is the answer now. Okay, why this is there?
Right.
You have not talked about that. You said that two
Large,
big,
the major
large.
ones, yeah.
In between there is a Tata Infotech.
Okay.
So when we say Tata Infotech in 2000, now also it has got a very good brand.
Right.
But at that time, I joined Tata Infotech. I used to sit in Bombay Stock Exchange. Bombay Stock Exchange was their client.
Okay.
And I was there as a Sybase database administrator.
Oh, okay.
So when we say Tata Infotech, it's a brand and all that things, correct? So nobody will think about leaving that.
Right.
Correct?
True. Yeah.
But the thing happened is that the way I worked there, I worked in all these various processes, doing infrastructure, doing software. So in IT, everything I was to do there. So that was the passion and that was the thing what to do. When I came here, in IT company as such, you have to do only one thing. It's a compartment. You couldn't do multiple things together.
Correct.
So here I was at Sybase DBA. As I said, Sybase was there. So I've learned that when I've done the ERP. And then I've become as a Sybase DBA here and I came with the very enthusiastic, chalo IT company mein jayenge.
Sure.
But when I came, I have seen that from that 8-10 hours, at that time also, we used to work for 9 hours, 10 hours, always.
Sure.
So from 8-10 hours whatsoever there, I work for 1 hour or 1 and 2 hours, 1 hour, 1.5 hours. So it's a set process, Bombay Stock Exchange.
Correct.
It has to be set process. And again, I'm the DBA and then only DBA because it's IT company. I couldn't do here and there. So what happened is that I have to work only on that particular part.
Right.
And whole day like 1.5 or 2 hours max job. On Saturday, they used to do the drill. So at that time, database and all that things we have to do.
True.
But otherwise, there is no such enthusiastic or we can say the work which thrills me. So immediately after 10 or 11 months, I left that group and I've gone back to again the manufacturing, which is the, you are saying about 15 years.
Right.
There also the same thing happens. We have started with one ERP called BAN ERP there and that they have got multiple companies there.
Right.
2 major group. One is our die casting manufacturing, aluminum die casting, and one is of your proprietary component, shock absorber and front forks. So I used to head, when I joined, I used to head only proprietary because these 2 companies are separate, even if chairman is same. So I've done the implementation of BAN ERP. Then we have got multiple plants. Somewhere they have got some other ERP. At that time, there was not a concept of everything together or unification. Nothing was there. True. So some plants, something else is running. We have got around 8 plants there. In Pune, I've got one or 2 plants. Wow. Everybody is working on different in silos, something. Okay. So what we have seen is that around these multiple versions are there. And after all, management is same. So they want the reports. They want a unification view from where it will come. So it was a journey, but we have implemented, it has gone. And then as we grow in the 2005-06, that both the companies got merged. And when it has got merged, then the management is same. So they want everything in one dashboard. They want various things, what is happening, correct? So you have got multiple versions, multiple different versions are there. Even if you have got one, some legacy software also there.
Right.
So how they will get, correct? And then the time comes. So I pitch in, I said that we should have some combination. And the best part is that I got a chance to head both the companies as a legal joint entity.
Right.
So that was the best part, we can say. Then I put up them that we will have a proper data center. Earlier it's a server room type of things.
Right.
Earlier it used to that way only.
Right.
Because it's a multiple. Everyone has their own server room. So I said we should go with the proper data center where everything will be at one place.
Right.
And it will be common for everyone.
Right.
So that particular thing we said, and that particular project name we are given as a mission unification.
Oh, okay.
So that all these, there was 5 servers, different version.
Achha.
BAN, and one is legacy something, which doesn't have a main. It's a just a local brand something ERP we have got in the Foxro based at that time, 2005-6. So
remember,
that also
yeah.
we want to change. So then we have taken that, and luckily it has gone through. It has taken a lot many efforts for me to convince them, because the people that company was in Aurangabad, and I was in Aurangabad at that time. So we have a plant at that time. So we were having plant in Pune, but then there was, when we say we'll have one server, unification, one data center. So people will say, "नहीं यार वो line बंद हो गया तो connectivity गया तो if something happens to server, what will happen? Our business will stop." So I have given them example. I have done some survey here of the good companies like Dana, Spicer, Dana, then your Gabriel.
Right.
In this Pune, also in the Aurangabad, I have done some good this thing, Bajaj Auto.
Right.
Then I say, see, these are the things, and there is not major risk. We will take all that care. And then we have grown up to a proper data center, which we have got a proper sanction for it. Proper data center, 3-tier data center we have built up in the Chakan, Pune, where we have got our facility. So there we have built up a proper data center, which is for a total group.
Okay.
So total are 18 plants across India.
Wow.
And there's a 5 main locations like Pune, Aurangabad, Manesar, Uttarakhand.
Right.
Correct. All these, Ahmedabad, all these locations, they are connected. And then at that time also, nowadays we are not talking about MPLS. Everything is settled as of now we are saying. But at that time in 2005-6, which MPLS is there, is available or not, so all that things, then the redundancy. And there, at that time, there is nothing called cloud. So we have to have our own data center.
Absolutely.
So we have placed that data center there. Then once we are doing that, at that time again it came that we should go with the proper robust ERP. Well, what happened is BAN has not gone the way it should. It was a very good ERP, but it has sold out to other companies to join your venture capitalists and all that things. Then we have decided to go for SAP. So in 2006, we have started our journey for SAP implementation for a group, which I was leading there. So SAP ECC 6.5 we have done at that time with EHP, and that we have done for a group with the same project called Mission Unification with all these things in place. And we have gone live in 2007 April for a group with SAP. Okay. And for that purpose, and in between our midst, how I came from Aurangabad to Pune. So there was everybody saying, no, it will be a problem. We don't have a team here. Team means outside experts also. In Aurangabad, we can't get.
Right.
Now everybody is there. Everywhere is there. Now IT has matured. In 2005-6, I am saying. Then I said, we have got a facility in Pune. We should have data center there.
Right.
Then people said, no, but there we don't have IT. That's just a person. But it's okay, I will move on. So we have moved our total IT corporate from Aurangabad to Pune. So that way I came to Pune. But this is the journey. Then we have done that. Then until that time, there is nothing called a big thing of the security, we can say, information security. 2005-6, nothing was there. Then in the, because as I said, for any IT person or anyone who want to be in a field, has to be a forward looking.
Absolutely.
I have done my IT certification, that is CISA, which is the highest from this thing, US. That I have done in 2007.
Okay.
Certified Information Security Auditor, I have done in 2007. And then once we have done ERP, that SAP, all that things, in end of 2008, we have started our journey for information security for our organization. at that time, implementation. And it is it's in a proper way. That is your ISO 27001, which has got a proper framework. See, now people are saying we are doing security, then they go and they do, chalo ye security laga di, wo laga di, but it is not in a proper way.
True.
And believe me, if you talk about security, major thing is your awareness and people.
Correct.
Last is technology. When we say PPT, people, process, technology, major is this particular processes and people. Technology comes last. So what we have done is that we have educated them. We have taken our year and half near about. So 2009 we have started, and around 2011 we have certified our company for ISO 27001 for all these plants everywhere at a time. So everyone is certified for that. In between, then I have got ISMS lead auditor, ISMS lead implementation courses certified everywhere. That because what I believe here, if you want to do something, you have got various vendors. Correct?
Absolutely.
But you should know what it is. If you are aware what it is, then only you can get work done. Or we can say that at that time only you can justify your job properly.
True.
So if I am to do something, I say my team is there, but I also want to go and I have to do that.
Right.
I can hire people, but then if I should know what it is, then I can get it work done. So that is the thing. So in 2011 we have done that. Then in the same, after this getting settled, from 13 onwards, we have started a journey of connecting machines. Now we talk very easily IoT and all that things. At that time there is no word called IoT.
Yeah, it was
but we
a
have
concept
connected.
also. True.
No word of IoT. Now whatsoever IoT is doing, same thing we have done at that time.
Yes.
But the way we have done, it is not called IoT as per this term. Norms.
Right.
There is, every machines have got some PLC. So from that PLC we used to have signals, and we used to do the production monitoring and rejection, because in the aluminum die casting, the major thing is that even if that you have got a bad quality of material,
Right.
you can pour that in the your furnace and it will give you the aluminum again.
True.
So people were hiding the production and rejection. So this was the need at that time. So at that time we have connected the machines, which has taken time. Now it is very easy because it is matured. At that time nothing was there. We have taken around 2 years, 3 years to get settled at.
Right.
But I used to say, IoT आप अभी बोल रहे हमने तभी किया था, but we were not saying IoT at that time.
IoT at that time.
Right? Machines were connected. We are getting that data.
Right.
And the people were seeing, Gary, this is the production, this is the your good production, bad production. So this is the value of your rejection that we can show. So this way we have done various things, and that then I have moved to different company in the same field.
True.
That's the way. So the last line, as you say, what is the secret? Secret is only thing that, and it is not for me. I feel that there are a majority of people, if you want to retain talent, the same thing I have used for my team.
Right.
As a leader, I use the same team. If you want to retain a good talent, you have to give them learn them, ask them to do something, motivate them, and what they want that we to shift. Everywhere there is not a money. Now there is something we talk, great resignation and that all. Everything is there, okay. But that particular person, if you are giving them the proper path, and if they are learning properly, if they are getting a new projects and all that things, they will not think about leaving the company. Once they think, they will get job because there is a job in the market. But we are keeping them engaged. We are giving them, like me, I am not thought of, so I have not seen anywhere outside. That is the difference. So this is the we can say the secret of long working in an organization. Yeah.
So you need to be continuously challenged.
Yes.
To pursue something. Absolutely. Great.
I need challenge. I do that. I always. And when somebody says na ye nahi hoga, then I say nahi ye karna hi hai abhi. Nahi hoga to karna hai.
That's a good way to look at it.